Hey, how are we doing tonight? Welcome everybody on this blessed Sunday here in Houston, Texas, 8:15 p.m. Your boy, the real Jesus Ortiz, is on his live here with you guys, and I'm gonna start doing this, man. I'm There's nobody here in the co-working space, so I'm gonna start creating and educating more and giving you a lot more tips about not only podcasting but everything that I have learned and packets that I have done and books that I can teach and educate and it depends up to you if you want to do it or not. But I want to do that. It's just up to me. More value, more things to give to you, and any questions you have for me about podcasts or anything, let me know. And things that I don't know, I can send you to the people that I know that they know. So it's all about helping each other out. I hope everybody's still having an amazing Sunday. I know everybody's getting ready to start the week because tomorrow's already Monday, and I like this. I came today and I was like, man, I'm gonna go and do a podcast since I was supposed to be doing the kids mastermind today, but I was trying something new using the Facebook rooms, but that didn't work. I'm gonna keep it to using Zoom, so that's fine. But hey, man, today in the Push Power to Power Show, man, brought to you by Yeraldy Media Network. Here, your boy, the real Jesus Ortiz. We're talking about what is the part, what is the purpose of a podcast? What is the purpose of a podcast for you? But before we even start, man, I'm gonna roll here. My boy, Straight Money K Dog, man, that boy, hardworking man here in Houston, Texas, and I just want to show off one of his videos that he has with his music, and it's called "Be Great." So before we even start, let's roll into his video, and then we get back in here again to our topic: what is the purpose of a podcast? Be ready to take notes. I'm ready. I'm ready to learn a lot of things that I'm about to talk, and anything that you got to ask me, let's go.
I just wanna be great. What I gotta do to be great? Yeah. I'm tired of people that be not me. I'm tired of people that be hating me. I just wanna be great. Yeah. I just wanna be great. I'm tired of people that be hating me. I just wanna be great. I'm tired of people that be knocking me. I just wanna be great. I'm tired of people that be judging me. I just wanna be great. Be great. Be great. I pray to my God. Ask him remove the people that hate me acting fraud. Cause I don't need nobody in my way. I'm trying to get up to a better place. And all I wanna do is be great. Be great. Be great. I'm tired of people that be hating me. And everybody that be talking down. Let me go ahead and break it down. Below at the bottom, I thought I drowned. Surrounded by smiles, I had a frown. I felt like a king without a crown. On my knees praying out loud, screaming, Lord Jesus, can you hear me now? The devil is trying me, and I can hear him knocking. People didn't want to help me out. I ain't gonna let that stop me. I'm shooting my prayers to the sky, and them haters can't stop that. I'm pouring my heart on this dang track. I hope my haters can taste that. A lot of tears, a bunch of pain. I'm running, man. I'm trying to stay up in first place. I just want to be great. Reset my circle, remove the face. I thank you. To everybody that supported me. Note to self, no more chasing. People didn't want to help me out. Man, it's time for me to move on. I wonder why these people get mad when they see me in my zone. I'm so tired of people being fake, and all they do is smile up in my face. But they wanna be up in my place, and all I wanna do is be great.
I don't need to read from the book today, because what he gave me, it lives right here. It lives right here, kingdom women. It lives right here, kingdom men. It lives right here, kids of God. Listen, when God created you, he didn't just create you. I need you to know, indeed, he created you to be great.
I just wanna be great. I just wanna be great. I just wanna be great. Be great, be great. I pray to my God. Ask him remove the people that hate me, acting fraud. Cause I don't need nobody in my way. I'm trying to get up to a better place. And all I wanna do is be great. Be great, be great.
Man, shout out to my boy K Doc. I haven't seen him in a while. It's been a while. I know COVID and all of this happens, but I've been watching him. I've been seeing his work. I've been seeing him persistently, consistently doing his things, through the good, through the middle, to the worst. And thank God, God bless him that a lot of things are coming on his ways. And I've been seeing things and stuff, and God has never left him. And that's number one thing. God is never gonna leave you when you keep on doing things consistently, persistently. Doesn't matter if it's right, if it's wrong, and if it's the worst. It doesn't matter. You keep on doing it. You keep on going it, even if you think that it's damn, I gotta quit. It's the end. No, man, you just keep. And that's the definition right there of him being great. That's the definition of us, all of us being great. We all of us are great. We have greatness in us, no matter what. But hey, guys, let's get into the topic. Today we're talking about what is the purpose of a podcast. What is the purpose of a podcast? What do you think is the purpose of a podcast? A lot of people, even myself, ask a lot of questions still, because I'm still learning more and investing more in learning about podcasts. But that podcast was just recently just audio to hear, to listen while you're running, while you're working, while you exercising, whatever you're doing, you're listening to somebody else's podcast. But through the time and happening through the years, it became both audio podcasts and video podcasts, just like I'm doing right now. And now you can do it so many ways. Like I can extract the audio and put it in Apple, Spotify, all of the audio, that there is out there. And with the video, it's already here, it's live, it's already been here. I don't even have to edit or anything. If I do want to, I can just extract the video and edit, cut it, put subtitles. You can do so many ways. That's why when the question is, what is the purpose of a podcast? The purpose of a podcast, it helps you grow your personal brand. It helps you grow you yourself. Whatever it is that you're trying to do with your business, you can grow it here in a podcast. You can do as I'm doing right now. Shoot out some topics, talk about whatever it is, anything that is in your heart that you just want to come out live, and just go out there and just go for it and talk with it. That's it. That's it. Without you, it doesn't matter if you're afraid or not. Just go out there and do it. That's the purpose of having a podcast. To me, I know there's a lot of different ways to use the podcast. If you want to make money on the podcast, you can do that. Trust me. But don't go in doing a podcast just thinking about that. Because trust me, when I started, that's the only thing I was. When I started learning, I was like, oh man, there's money to make in podcasts. Get your values right. Get you, why is your purpose of doing the podcast? Is better, like I said, if you do the podcast and answering that question, what is the purpose of a podcast, is to bring value to you, is to bring something that I have in my heart, that I have in my mind, that I want to hear. I want to let you know about it. I want to tell you. I want to educate you. And the more you do that, the more content is king. So the more you do that, the more you have content, the more you can spread it out in so many different ways in all of the social media platforms. And you are educating, or you teaching, however you want to see it. You're giving a purpose to your podcast. What is it? There's something that I forgot about. Podcast with purpose. You're giving a purpose to your podcast. So it doesn't really matter what it is, but you're building your brand. You're building you. Whatever the business that you're doing, you can talk about a topic about this and that and this, and then you can bring personal things to you if you want to talk about your personal life, or what did you do today, or whatever it is that you want to talk here in the podcast. It's gonna help, and you're educating somebody. You're putting out there in front words that somebody might need right now. You take the definition of what is the purpose of a podcast, and you rephrase it to you, or how it's gonna help. But to me, being a podcaster, that's what helps, coming in here, bringing that great value, pushing it forward to you guys. Whatever it is that is in my mind, whatever it is in my heart, whatever it is going through my business, me producing podcasts, doing all these things about podcasts, still learning about podcasts, creating content for you, being here and being everywhere and talking to other business owners and helping them, educate them about how they can create more content. Because like, again, content is king. It's a purpose. You have a purpose behind the podcast. So just an example, I'm a podcaster and I produce other podcasts that I produce for other business owners and entrepreneurs. I love that. I love being behind the camera. But you say you a brick and mortar, and you sell water, the alkaline water, and but you just don't want to make content because that's not you. But you already know that we live in a world where social media is expanding fast and moving left and right, and you don't want to stay behind. And it doesn't even matter if you start early, in the middle, or late, but just start, just go for it. And if you, like I said, if you start and you make your podcast as having a water, a water store that you sell alkaline water, and you have a lot of things to talk about, to give value, to teach others about, like, right here, I'm drinking this water, and say, oh man, you're not supposed to be drinking that water. Let me test the water right now for you. Do you know why the water turns that color? Do you know why, when you drink it and it comes to your body, what effects do to your body while you're drinking that water that is like that, and you've been drinking it for years? There's so many things that you can talk about, and I can help you with that. And not only that, my other fellow podcasters can help you with that. There's so many. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to help each other out. I'm here to how we can collaborate. How can we push power to each other and make it happen? And the purpose of you having a podcast, it can be all different. I have friends that they just do podcasts because they just want to do it as a hobby. They just have their wife or their partner, or they bring somebody that is a co-host, and they're gonna talk about relationships. They're gonna talk about sex. They're gonna talk about what's going on in right now, is COVID and this, and the conspiracies. It doesn't really matter what you out there talking, but this this is very powerful for you having your own show like I have, the Push Power to Power show. It brings you a lot of what is it called, man? A lot of presence to you, a lot of domination of you, a lot of you coming in front and talking, and people knowing who you are, the raw of you, the real Jesus Ortiz. They're knowing me where I'm at. I'm here at the headquarters of Fuse Workspace. This is where I am. This is where I produce some of the podcasts for some of my business owners. And then some of the other ones I go to their spot where I do mobile podcasts. So any way you take a look at you having a podcast, or you having somebody produce it, like myself, produce your podcast and sit you down and educate you, why is it important to have a podcast? Like I said, you build your personal brand. You're building your personal brand. You can build your business brand as well. You can be wearing your shirts, the shirts of your company, your business. You can be wearing your hats. You can be, here you have a foundation, and asking about it. Hey, I can start donate. I am receiving. My foundation is already receiving receiving donations. So hey, that's what I did. My foundation is already receiving donations. So right there in the description, I put anything that you think that is gonna be worth it, that is come from your heart, go out there and donate $1, $5. It doesn't matter. You go out there and do it. To sell at yeraldymedia gmail.com, at yeraldymedia. It is right there in the descriptions. So that's up to you what it comes to. If you want to donate to the All Eyes on Them Foundation, that it's about the kids. I'm doing a lot of things about the kids, and this is something big project that is coming out next year about the summit, and I will talk more about that later. But let's get back to the purpose. What is the purpose of having a podcast? That's the purpose. Having a purpose. That's the purpose. Having a purpose to you sitting down in a chair and being here and being relaxed and talking about a topic that you really want to push out there. Like I said, while you're talking, or you can be interviewing somebody, it doesn't even have to be an hour. It can be 10, 15 minutes. It depends on you. You're still giving value to your audience. And you're not only that, you're giving value to the audience that is watching you, and the audience that is like, man, somebody needs to hear him talk. Somebody needs to hear her talk. Let me share this. Did you hear that? Let me share this. I don't know. I don't think I just heard what I just said. Let me share this. This, us as small business owners, we need to be sharing our stuff out. Doesn't matter if I do like you or not. There's other people that I don't even know them, but what is it? Push power to power. I'm still sharing it because you never know who's watching right now. or who's gonna watch the replay, and it's gonna help them. Oh man, I needed to know. I needed to know a little bit more about podcasts. Or what is the purpose of podcast of me? I think the purpose of podcast for me is this and this. I think the purpose of podcast for me is this, and this. So everybody can take it and run with it differently, but that's fine. When you share, the power of sharing, guys, one share, two shares, three shares, it doesn't matter. It's going to a power of sharing that other people are watching you. And that one person, like I said, it doesn't have to be 5, 10 people that are watching you right now live, but that one person can help somebody out, or that one person got something out of this podcast because I'm doing it right now. Today's Sunday, and they're gonna help them. They're gonna write something down, and it's gonna help them to produce something. It might not be a podcast. It might be something else. Oh man, blogging, or it can be something new that they're writing down in their notes. The power of sharing, guys. So get this in your mind. Share it. Doesn't matter if you know the person or not. You just helping somebody. You were having the push power to others. Doesn't matter if you know or not. Like I said, I do it. But the purpose of podcast, it can be so many ways, man. Like I already said, building your personal brand, wearing your shirts, your hats of what is your business, talking about a little bit about your business, or you can talk about a lot about your business, but I don't recommend to do that often. It's better for you to come here and give value. Tell the story about your business, man. I started, man, you know how I started, man, having this office. I have this office now, but it wasn't like this. I was trying to get a loan. Everybody put me down. No, no, no. Into somebody out there, an investor saw me. He saw the idea and he said, you know what, Jesus, I want to help you. I want you to have these offices, but this is what I want, the percent of this, and you run with it. I like your idea. Go. See, there's so many I'm just giving you an example. That's an example right there. So many examples that you can do it here. You can push out your news. Oh damn, man, tomorrow, man, Black Friday, everything gotta go, man. The hats, man, remember they were $20, man. You know what, they're going out for $12. $12, man. If you get it right now, here's the code, you 5% off. All of that stuff, you can push all of that stuff through a podcast. But the more you give value, the more you educate people and tell them a story about what it is of you, how you build, how are you starting to build your presence online? How are you starting to build your presence online? Did you hear me? How do you start to building your presence online matters. It matters. And I know that not everybody wants to have a podcast, and that's fine. There's so many ways that you can use it. You don't have to have a podcast. You can do mini little videos, short videos. Doesn't matter. Even if you don't really want to do videos, if you don't really want to do videos, the thing that I want to let you know is that take your time and work on those videos on yourself. Pre-record videos at home. Do it left and right. Sorry, I was checking the mic. Until you feel comfortable and go at it. Until you feel comfortable to be on camera. Don't let nobody out there tell you, hey, you got to be on camera. Yes, we know that video is powerful and it's growing 88%. I think it's growing more. And audio is powerful too. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you start. And it doesn't matter in which way you start at all. Just start. Take that risk. Jump on it. Make everything that you do a purpose. Figure it out later. Sometimes we just had to jump and figure everything out later. It's tough. It's hard. Yes, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's tough. Things are gonna get through. Life is gonna be there. Things are gonna come to you left and right, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I don't think this is for me." And like that's what I said. Being a business, having a business is not for everybody. Being an entrepreneur is not for entrepreneur is not for everybody. Having a podcast is not for everybody. But like I'm saying, building a podcast, having a purpose to it, the purpose of you being in front of the camera and giving a lot of value. Sometimes you don't even have to talk about your business. You can be wearing your hats and your shirts, and that's about it. It's telling your business, but you coming in here is like, damn, I gotta tell you about this story, man. And you just go out there and you can combine the story of what you're telling with a little bit of your business or a little bit about yourself or how you started or a story within a story that you tell something that, hey man, 5 years ago when I was 10 years old, damn, I couldn't, it just came to my mind that this happened, blah 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 blah. Man, now I'm here 5 years ahead, boom 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 boom, and then you can do this, and then and see where I'm going. The power of your voice, the power of everything, the power of sharing, the power of your voice, everything has power within for you to do it. That's why everything has purpose, but you have to find out your purpose. You have to find the purpose of what you want to talk in a podcast. And like I said, it's not for everybody. That's why the people that I produce, the entrepreneurs and the small business owners, I educate them and tell them about, what's the purpose of a podcast, what you can do with a podcast, branding yourself. Not only that, you can collect emails, build a lot of things, text marketing messages, build your list, man, get money out of this, affiliate links. You can put your links here, like, and you get a percentage when you sell stuff at Walmart or at Amazon or whatever. You collaborated with your friend business, and if they buy it from him, you take a 10% and he pays you a percentage. So many ways that you can make money out of a podcast. There's a lot more that I didn't even mention. There's so many sponsors, blah 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 blah. But don't get into podcast just because you want to make money. Get in the podcast because you want to educate somebody. You want to put your words out there that somebody can hear and that you can help that one person that needs help, that you know, or you might not know that somebody behind this camera watching needs this help, or they wanted to hear this. Damn, I wanted to know what was the purpose of a podcast, and he just said you can make it in so many different ways, and I don't even have to, I'm not ready to start right now in video, but I just want to start in audio. Well, you can start in audio. I can educate you. You don't need all of this. I can, what you need, just, I have it right here with me. It's a little, the Zoom where you could just record your voice. You just plug in the mic and that's it. And you record your thing. And then we just put it out for Apple, Spotify, all of those audio, wherever you want to do it. iHeartRadio, wherever you put it out there, and then when you're ready you do video, and the other way around, if you're ready to do just video and you're ready to do both, then you're ready. And then, like I said, sometimes you do want to have a podcast but you have your own business and you're like, I don't have the time for it. I don't have the time to make the podcast. I have the idea, I have the name of it, I know what I want to do. I want it to be video just like you're doing, Jesus, and I actually want to implement the audio also. I want it to be an app on Spotify and all of these audio platforms that they can hear me, whatever the people want to listen, that they listen to. I want to do that, but I don't have the time. But I know you have everything. You have the mics, you have the Zoom, you have the computer, you have the camera. You know about it. You know how to do it. Can you produce it for me? And I'm here to produce it for you. Like I said, we just gotta sit down. We just gotta have a one-on-one meeting right here. See what I just did. Now I'm jumping in and tell you a little bit about producing a podcast. Now I'm telling you that I can produce your podcast done for you, because you are ready. And even if you are not ready, but you have the mindset of like the ideas, then I'll tell you. I just set you down like I have done. They're not my clients yet, but I set them down. I educate them for 30 for an hour. And they were like, damn, I have a couple of ideas. I'm not ready yet, but when I'm ready, I let you know. I let you know, but I really want to have my own podcast and you produce it for me. And I just gotta get ready. At least have 4 topics, or more than 4 topics, or more than four people that I'm gonna interview. If they're bringing people to interview in their own show, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I come in with my stuff, podcast, mobile podcast, with everything, the mic and everything. I'll set up. I'm ready. That the camera is ready. Either we need lights. I have my lights. If we don't need the lights, because I see the lights are good, like just right here, there's a lot of lights and we don't need it, then boom, we're ready and we're ready to go. And you decide what day, because we're gonna make a show just like on TV. Did you hear me? We're gonna make a show just like on TV, just like your favorite show. You like just say, oh, every Tuesday at 3 o'clock, my favorite show comes out. So you know that every Tuesday at 3 p.m. you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch your favorite show. If that's your favorite show, and that's when you have time to watch it. So this is the same thing I'm doing, creating an online show for you guys, whatever the client, whatever the customer wants to talk about. And I tell them, create that so the audience can know that you are going live. Or if you're not doing it live and we just pre-recording, still that they know that you're gonna be live, or you're gonna be, premiering the video at 3 o'clock every day on Tuesday. Every day on Tuesday, I'm gonna premiere my podcast at 2. So you get that your audience and the new audience and your fans, your super fans, when they become your fans and they jumped in to be your super fans, that they know, damn, damn, man, Laura is coming in at 2 p.m. I got to tell my friends, we got to sit down and watch. Man, she's been bringing some value about how to cut hair or how to do your makeup. Or, man, this is just amazing. I cannot miss the show every Tuesday at 2. I got to be there. And if I do miss it, I know it's going to be already there. So I can watch the replay and watch it and then ask any questions and ask any comments right there. And I know that they're going to answer. I know that she will answer the questions. Or if they have somebody working on their social media marketing, that somebody is going to answer those questions. But preferably, I know that that person will answer the questions. Unless they're really busy and they have like a social media marketing team, then they will answer. But it doesn't matter. They still got to answer to your question. And it doesn't matter if you saw it live at 2 p.m. and you missed it because you were at work or you were at gym or you were spending time with your family. You still know that that video is going to be there on their page. Either it's their YouTube, either it's their Facebook, either it's on their personal page. You're going to go back and watch that video. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to share it, and that's up to you. That's why I never push people like, hey, come on, man, share my stuff. Come on, man. You know I'm giving some great value. You know I'm teaching and educating you for something great. Just share it. No, man. I'm like I said, share with pride, share with love. That depends on you, how it comes from your heart. If you share it, if you want to share it, that we can help that one person, and that one person can help the next one, and you already know it's a positive domino effect that is gonna go on and on and on and on all the time that you do a video podcast or an audio or both together. It doesn't matter. And please, guys, when you start doing a video, it doesn't matter if you're doing it like right now, like I'm doing, and going and doing it and going to the broadcasting this show, my show, the Push Power Show, in all different, my groups, my Facebook, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, everything at the same time. Do not get discouraged that when you start like this, or if you just start with your phone, like how I started at the beginning, and you have zero people, and you trust me, when I started and I saw zero, I still kept on going. But my mind was telling me, nah, man, don't do it, or wait, just wait and talk a little bit, and then wait for one or two, three, five people, and then just start and get excited. Nah, man, you just roll. You got your topic, you know what you're gonna talk about, or you have somebody you're bringing in to talk. Just roll with it. And if there's 20, 30, or that hour you went and you had zero or only one person, who cares? Go with it. I'm telling you, because everybody's gonna get discouraged. I did. I got discouraged, even to right now, even to the people that have more followers than me. And I go do live videos with them. Even them, you see that they don't even have all of everybody getting in live at the same time. It is the way it is. The algorithm works that way, but do not get discouraged. You still giving your time, you're still giving your value, you're still giving something that you educating somebody right there in front of that camera that is gonna take it, it's gonna write notes, either it's gonna help him, her, or they're gonna help somebody out there that they really truly need this help on podcasting or anything else, man, blogging, or like I said, everybody can start no matter how they start, but you gotta start. You gotta start somewhere, and you have to start. You gotta start. I'm sorry, you gotta start. Look, man. Let me drink a couple of water. Couple of water, some water. That's why I just wanted to come in right now before I go home. Like I said, look, I supposed to have done the kids mastermind today. I was trying to do it on the Facebook rooms, and I always do it through Zoom, but I was like, man, through the Facebook room, it looks pretty cool. Let me do it. You cannot record it there. So I was like, hey, it didn't work out. It's okay. I reschedule the kid masterminds for the next Sunday. The parents know. I make sure that is rescheduled for next Sunday at 7. So this time I was just gonna be me talking to them. But next Sunday I will pick somebody out, a speaker, so they can come through Zoom with us. Excuse me. Whoa. And the speaker can speak to them. So I'm gonna choose somebody so they can speak to them and teach the kids about something that is really relevant right now. It doesn't even have to be relevant right now, but something that they have, that they're doing in their business, and we can teach the kids about it. So the kids can ask them questions, and it's going on like that. And then all the kids ask. That's why it's kids masterminding, because all of the kids are gonna ask. So what do you thought about what he said about that? Do you think we should I'm just giving you an example. Do you think we should do this or not? Can we collaborate and do something together? Can we all do it? man, this is like I said. Even I'm saying this, they've been doing this to the couple of masterminds that I have done. If you have a chance, if you haven't gone out and go out there and like and follow, go and follow these pages. All Eyes on Them Foundation, just like that. All Eyes on Them Foundation. Go check out the YouTube channel. I put a couple. I got more footage, more stuff that I gotta put. I've been behind, but I'm gonna put it in there so y'all can see the stuff that I'm doing with the kids, the kidpreneurs. Kidpreneurs empowering kidpreneurs, and kidpreneurs empowering other kids that want to become a kidpreneur. Did you hear that they want to become that? They see other kids that they're like, how the hell is this kid 7 year old and he has been business for 3 months and is making money? And I'm over here and I have some ideas and I want to do that. I want them to be a part of that so they can see and they can know that whatever they want to do in their life doesn't matter the age. Even us as an entrepreneur or a business owner, you're 30 and you haven't even started, you turn 50 and you barely starting. Doesn't matter the age, but you have to be empowering by other people. You got to see other people be like, how come they're doing that? How come I'm not doing that? How come I can't start that? And you start asking all these questions. How come they're making all this money? How come they're not working for nobody? And you want to know their story. You know how they came from, where they came from. How did they? When did they? Say, I'm quitting my job because I'm making more money in my business or my side hustle. So I'm gonna start jumping in this side, and I love it. This is what I love because this is what makes me happy. I'm always waking up good, and it's a lot of things that you gotta ask. And I hope that you're listening because this is what is helping you having a podcast. See what I'm doing? You can ask a lot of questions. You can empower other people. I'm empowering myself by talking in the podcast, by empowering somebody out there that needs this help, that needs this talk that I'm talking right now. And it's just unbelievable what you can do with your voice, man. And look at me, man. I used to be afraid of being in camera. I used to be not wanting to be in camera, not pushing power to somebody. You gotta push power. That's why I decided to name the show the Push Power to Power Show, because you gotta push power to power. There's no competition. We're here to be to dominate with each other, to compete. No, to dominate with each other. How can we help? How can we grow? How can we all grow? How can we all can eat from the same pie? Not a little piece, that big piece. Let's get that big piece. Come on, let's roll with it. Let's get that big piece. Let's roll with it. Don't be afraid of it. Take that risk. Jump on it. Go for it. Who cares if it works or it doesn't, or your family or somebody doesn't trust you, doesn't believe in you? You go for it. You run your life. They don't run your life. They don't pay your bills. They don't know what you do. They don't know what's going in your crazy mind. That's why I know I'm not normal. I'm abnormal, and I'm not gonna be never normal. And please get this to your mind, guys. We ain't going back to normal. If you think that we're going back to normal, this is gonna be a topic for another time. That we ain't going back to normal, and I'm not normal, and I don't want to be normal, and I don't want to be average. I don't, and I'm not here to be telling you because, oh, I want to be better than you. No, it's me. I want to create something for my family. I'm already creating something for myself. I'm already creating something for my daughter. It takes times, it takes guts, it takes risks, it takes sleeping, late, waking up early and not knowing what to do and if it's right or wrong. And I lost this money and I lost 2 clients. How am I gonna pay the rent? How am I pay? It's a lot of shit that you gotta go through, man. As being an entrepreneur, business, a small business owner, that's why it's not for everybody. And everything that I'm talking, it goes with all about having a purpose or having a podcast. You gotta find your purpose. You gotta find your purpose of building your podcast. And even if you, like I said, even if you don't even have a business, you still can have a podcast. Like I said, as a hobby. And maybe as you growing and you stay consistently doing that hobby. And like I said, you're like, I want to start selling shirts, and you create just one shirt and a badass shirt that whatever it is that you design it. And then people are asking, hey man, I like that shirt. Oh, you know what? I'm selling these shirts. I just started. Oh man, can we buy one? Boom. And then you start your business right there by you starting a hobby as doing it as a podcast. Now you're selling teachers. And now you're wearing your teachers every day or whenever you consistently doing your show. And people asking for it. Now you can put it like guys, you see under here, you can put anything, or you can write, you put commercials, and you can put anything in here if you're using StreamYard or some kind of software that you getting into it, because now you jumped in from being a hobby. Now you're selling t-shirts, and that's it. You're just selling teachers. and people like it. And now you're giving 10% off, or you're giving 5% off, or you're raffling. Hey, man, if you're watching the show, if you're getting the show at 3 p.m., the first five people, man, y'all getting a free shirt. And you're building domination. You building strong, firm things of you in being here in a podcast. Firm. You're building yourself. You're building that personal brand. Like, and again, it doesn't matter if you're starting a business or if you're not, you're doing it as a hobby. It's a purpose that you're here. You're here for a reason. You want to start a podcast show, you're here because you know this is growing. You know this is still growing. This is, to me, this is just the beginning. A lot of things in podcasts is still growing. There's so many ways that you can make, like I said, make money. There's so many ways that you can do segments. You can just run commercials if you want to. Like I just did show you my friend's K Dog's video. Be great. While I'm going here, I can be like, hey guys, man, to my shout out to my sponsors. Boom. And I just show them their videos and they're paying for it. Or even if they're not paying for it, again, pushing power to power. You helping somebody out there without them knowing. You're helping somebody out there without them knowing. You're pushing power. That's giving you strict command and power to you. You getting that power, the control. The people gonna be like, damn. Or then when they find out that you're pushing power to their business or to whatever they're doing, damn, this guy is like, I'm not even paying him or anything. Why? You have to sometimes sacrifice a lot of things and do things for free. You got to boom, boom, helping somebody here, helping them there. I know it's hard and tough because we all got to pay bills, but you know that somehow in there you still charge. You know somehow in there you making it happen. You don't, something you didn't even know how did that shit got paid. Oh, how did I just pay my rent? How did I just pay my car? And how am I'm still here when I wanted to quit so many times? Because God got you. God is there always in on His timing. He's never gonna leave you, and it's gonna happen. Trust me. Even until you get to the 6, 7 figures, 8, 9 figures, man. Some people still, even they have all of this money, they're not happy. They're not happy. Trust me, they're not. That's why it's on your purpose. If you want to, and what you want to do, and you write it. Damn, I want to make $10 million. Well, work for it. Write that plan. How am I gonna get to those $10 million? What do I gotta do to get to the $10 million? How do I get to five first, 6K, 7K, and then jump in? How do I gotta get more people? Do I gotta start, hiring people? Do I gotta start multiplying so I can multiply that money and get to 20, 30, 50K to get to that $10 million? And then when you get to the $10 million, like, what is next? What is next? That's a lot of questions that you gotta ask yourself. A lot of things that I'm learning about that investment. A business is not gonna get you wealthy. It's not gonna get you rich. Yes, it's gonna get you a lot of money, but you still gotta work, or people gotta work in there. But getting yourself out of the business, the investments that you make, that's what's gonna make you wealthy. The passive income, that's what's gonna make you wealthy. The assets that are gonna make that passive income, that's what's gonna make you wealthy. That's what's gonna pay everything. That's what's gonna pay your Ferrari, your Lamborghini, your house, your assets, not your liabilities. No, the assets. So, see what I'm talking about? You having a podcast, you're educating people about it. Things that what I'm telling you about, I didn't even know none of this stuff about. I didn't. I had to go out there and research, diligent work, ask other people that are probably making not probably, that they're already making this kind of money, multimillionaires, 6, 7 figures, the same thing, but they're making it. And I want to ask them, don't be afraid to ask them. Don't put them in a pedestal. Don't put nobody in a pedestal. You just go ask them and be like, hey, man, I'm in this spot right now and I want to jump into that spot. What do I got to do to jump in to make that money? What do I got to do? And some of them are going to help you. Some are going to throw you some bones, some cheddar right there. Be like, this is what you got to do. They're going to ask you, so what is your position? What are you doing right now? Why are you stuck in this 3K or 4K? Why do you want to go to 8K? What is it in between? What is it stuck in you to not jump into the 8K? And then you just open up, and it's like when you open it up, it's like you're answering your own questions. You're like, duh, I already knew that I had to do that to jump into the 8K. But we need that coach, we need that mentor for us to be behind us sometimes, to push you, to be like, I need that. Because us, one person and trying to do this and that, you're gonna forget things. You're gonna go through craziness because you already know that having a business is hard, it's tough, man. And you're gonna forget a lot of things, even if you write them down. Sometimes you read it and you don't do it. You don't do it, and it's fine. That's why being having a coach, having a mentor is perfectly fine. Nice. What mic are you using? Oh yeah, man, I upgraded, so now I'm using the Samsung Q2U. It's an XLR mics, and you can use it as both. You can use it as an XLR that is a dynamic mic, and you can use it as that, and you can use it as a USB. Just plug it in your computer. I upgraded to our new mics. Our new mics. Oh, the new that's black Zoom 6 that it gives the dynamic power so the sound can be like this. And now, right now, I'm using my Logitech camera, but I don't really use that Logitech camera because I upgraded to the Canon M50 that has more quality. So I use that to do my shows, not only my shows, but my producing my other shows. So now my next step is to get a Sony, the new Sony that came out, the Sony CV10, because I need a camera that is unlimited, that doesn't cut in 30 minutes, and the Canon cuts in 30 minutes. So when I do pre-recorded and we go for an hour, it will cut in 30 minutes. But good thing that I tell my clients about it. So when I know that it's gonna pass the 30 minutes, we'll stop and then start recording again. But I don't want to do that. I want to have a camera that is just gonna go straight, that is unlimited, that I don't have to wait, know that I have to stop in 30 minutes. So see, you learn things and you ask and you see the other people that are doing podcasts or whatever it is that you're in the business, you check it out and you apply it, and you apply it. And again, all of these things that I'm talking about is all of them have a purpose for you having a podcast, talking, people are asking questions. Nice. What mic are you using? Boom. I'm right here. I'm reading the question right here in the comments. So I'm gonna answer it. Boom. And somebody else might have a different question. Somebody else will be like, "Hey, you know what? I know somebody that is ready to do a podcast, and they want somebody to produce it, and you're already doing it. You got a couple of clients. You already consistently doing it. Can I put that person in front of you? Can I just give them your number? Yes, everything is it. See, anything can happen here. The same, like I said, it can be shirts, it can be hats, it can be socks. You can be here having some socks and people be like, why are you throwing out those socks? Oh, guys, look, I just recently just created these cool socks, and these drawings, I did it, and it's boom. Doesn't matter what it is, what product, what service, what you do, but this helps you to create a lot of momentum. You create a list, you can create a lot of friends, a lot of associates, a lot of collaborations that you can collaborate with other people, make money here and there. You can make money with her, money with him, money together, and something that we can work together maybe for free. And the money that we're getting, it might not be that much, but we say, hey, let's work and work and work, and this income right here, when it grows to the whole year, and we're like, whoa, it grew to 50,000, 100,000. Let's split it up. But we did the work for a whole year, but you're still making income from your first income, and then you got all these different incomes that you're making that are tiny, but it still helps because it's paying your rent, it's paying this, it's paying everything. So all the profit, that the cost, the liabilities, the car is being paid off. Everything else is profit. So now everything else is profit. What do I gotta invest? Do I gotta go to these events? Do I gotta buy new mics? I gotta buy me new shoes, shirts, so I can look good for the next events, and invest more courses? Do I gotta go and invest more on podcasting? And on and on and on. All of these things, man. All of these things that I'm telling you, it's all of the things that doesn't matter what business you start, but you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to do all of these things. We're gonna start by yourself. Like I said, I'm still rocking by myself, man. I'm still rocking. Yes, I outsource my work. That's a good thing when you know that there's Fiverr, freelance, and more out there, that things that I do, like a podcast, I can find out a lot of people that I can outsource, send them the work that I know that I cannot do, and they outsource. Boom, they finish this, send it back to me. I'll send it back to the client. Easy as that. But I know that I really do want to start hiring people that I want to teach them how to do this, so I can multiply. So I can multiply and have more. Like, I'm already producing this. How can I produce another 5? Think bigger. How can I produce another 15 or 20? I know I cannot do it on myself. How can I hire 2, 3 people when they can go and produce another 10, 10, 10? Now we're scaled up to 5, 15, 20K a month. Woo, that's good. Now they're getting paid good. Now they're doing all that. I'm already out. I'm not even producing anymore. Now I'm out there speaking and getting engagement and pushing power to power to the business and pushing power and power to other people. Maybe getting to write a book. And then while it grows, how can I just use those 20K and get 10 and get hire another two people and create more, producing more podcasts. And then after that, you can start seeing, well, what can I invest this money and not be that much, but that it's gonna give me passive income, that I can get some assets that I can start letting me grow more money. Boom, damn. I'm learning something that I learned from somebody just a couple of days, that I'm still learning from other six, seven figure people, that I'm learning for free too. In books, the right books, man. When you read books, they help you a lot. They're mentored. You have mentors and coaches at home already every day. Those are your books. Mentors and coaches in YouTube. If you really truly focus and really want to learn consistently, they're there. And then, like I said, when you start growing and you really want to meet them in person, you gotta invest. If it's 3K, 5K to go to an event, and you're gonna sit down and you're a VIP and you're gonna meet them, and talk to them and answer and ask them questions. It's gonna happen. Everything is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Trust me, it's gonna happen. But be loyal, be trustful, be you, be helping each other. Trust yourself. Make other people trust you. Start creating your community, where that community is your fans. When they become super fans, and it becomes a whole thing, a community, when then you start building other communities for other people, helping them for them to have their own communities, and then they can help some other people create. And you see where I'm going? Boom, 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 and we're taking over again like 1999. And we got to do that. Entrepreneurship got to take over all over again. We're seeing a lot of inflation, 6.2, and it's the beginning. It's gonna keep on growing. We as an entrepreneurs, we got to come back and take over this, not only the United States, but everything, getting back together, trying to making sure that the system is different. How can we make this system that everybody can be working hard or working smart, and everybody can make money, and everybody can build their future, build their dream of whatever dream they want to make. It's possible. And I know it's hard to do it right now with everything going out there and pushing, and taxes going up, and this and that, and you being an entrepreneur is tough for you, because what, you're like, damn, and I'm barely starting. I'm not even in the 6K a month, and now boom, it's hitting, boom, and they're hitting you hard in the head with a hammer. And you're like, shit, how am I gonna try to make this shit happen when all of these things are going left and right? And still like that, you still gotta keep on going, still feeling that way, still things changing. You still gotta go. And I know a couple of entrepreneurs, and I know a couple of business owners are gonna fail, and not only they're gonna fail, they're gonna be like, this is it. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm out. And they're gonna quit. They're gonna get out. And I'm saying it's not fine, but I mean, hey, that's how they saw it. That's how they wanted to go. That's fine. But us, and I know if they do that, trust me, they're gonna get back up. They're gonna pivot. They're gonna make it happen again, no matter what, because it's in their blood now. Because they've been doing that for years. This is just disrupted things that you gotta pivot and see things differently. Like right now, I'm trying to pivot and find a way that I can help all the small business owners to podcast by them paying me monthly, but something that is even easier, not the producing the podcast, because that goes more work, but that's gonna grow. Like I said, I'm gonna multiply that. But I really want to get into like a lower price when it's hard. I haven't seen nobody done this, and I'm trying to make that happen, and I'm gonna disrupt that right there, the podcast system, where I can be like, bam, this is what I'm gonna charge, and I'm gonna make sure that you have this content and this and that, but it's gonna be simpler. I'm not gonna go to you, no mobile. It's gonna be, everything is gonna be online. Everything is gonna be online. So make it easier, but you get content is king. I'm still trying to figure out the way how to do it, because it's hard as being a podcast. How can I combine? How can I do that? So I don't only want to help 5, 10. I want to help 30, 100, 150, 200 business, 500 business, with this minimal price, that with inflation going up, you people don't want to spend no more money. They're like, oh, 500 is a lot, or this is a lot. How can I figure out that space that I can pivot, disrupt that section, and be like, I can help, I can do that. And while I can do that, I do it on my own. And when I see it is working, boom, who can I get in there? Boom, right away, hire somebody to take care of that, to take care of it. Boom. So I can keep on doing myself, producing the podcast, getting another 3 or 4 clients, and then I can start multiplying on that. Because over here, the one that I want to help the clients, I don't need. I might only need 1 or 2 people. That's it. Because it's something that is through the podcast, but it's the less work, but you still gonna have content that I'm like I said, I'm telling you that's something that I'm working on right now to disrupt that. But it's tough, it's hard because nobody has done it. I know a lot of people might have thought about it, but like how can we implement that? When doing podcasts, we gotta do an interview. Either we go, live and I go meet you at the studio, or we do it live online, like here, like I'm doing. Well, how can I do this where I can implement and give something of value to them that they're gonna have? I'm on it right now, and I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make it. It's been in my mind so crazy for the past whole month, man. And see, and you can go on and teach and giving value, and you can go for 20, 30 minutes. I'm already in 50 minutes. Like I said, I'm about to finish right now, but I love it. This is, to me, this right here, it makes me happy. Like, I can stay here and finish this video, and then I can go on and talk about another topic and start another one, and then I can probably bring somebody out here, and we can interview each other online and on and on. It can be freaking 3 in the morning. We can still be pushing out there, pushing power to power to other businesses, to ourselves, giving great value to somebody out there, because somewhere around the world it's already morning. Somewhere around the world somebody's watching us. Somebody around the world is sharing this moment right now, this experience right now, that is going to help somebody out there, that one person that is going to explode. Boom. Man. Thank you guys. Like, that right there, I think I don't even got any more to say. Then for the purpose of the podcast, you find your own purpose and you have a question about it, let me know. Like I said, if there's things that I don't know, I know other fellow podcaster here in Houston, my boy Osio. There's other people in here that he has a community of podcasters there too. If I don't have the answer, there's answers out there. But the purpose of having a podcast, you can do it in any way. Javi, like I said, just watch the video. I might miss left and right because I started talking about multiplying and being business. But if you really paid attention, that's what I'm doing. You making a purpose of giving value, of teaching somebody out there, not talking about your business, but talking about the real world, something that you might not know and you want to know that is going to help you maybe right now and maybe in a couple of months or maybe some years, but it's going to help you. So see, you're giving great value, and then you see what I did. Then you implement. Oh, I produce podcasts. Oh, I do. You already know content is king. I can do this and that for you. So see, you gotta twist and find the purpose where you can go out there and create the content and give valuable lessons, valuable things, tips, whatever you want to call it, and push it out there and make sure that you, like I'm telling you, it took me years to learn how to do this. At the beginning, it was just like talking about my business. How can I sell this? How can I sell that? And sell. No, man. Now I don't really do that. That's gone. We're in the business of relationship. We're in the business of connections. And either way you do it, through podcast, audio, video, any kind of video, how you do it doesn't really matter. We're in the business of relationships and connections and building that. Sometimes it's gonna be short term, but you really want the long term relationship. You want the long term relationship. You want something to stay. You want something to grow, and you want the passive income. We all need those assets to create the passive income. That's what's gonna pay everything. Doesn't matter what business you start. Doesn't matter. But this right here, creating a show, it gives you an opportunity to have your own show, dominating your show like I'm doing. I'm dominating my show, the Push Power to Power show, because I know it's mine. And I know I'm going to keep on pushing power to power to others and to myself and to my fellow friends and to my fellow business owners, small business. Bring them in here and do this. How can we find ways to collaborate? How can we find ways to really work and build communities, man? And really build and grow communities and really help each other out through podcasts. Thank you guys. And like I said, any questions you have, put them in the comments. I'll read them, I'll answer them. And anything that you want to ask me about me, what I'm doing now with the podcast, with the new idea of creating this, I know you gotta be. That's why I say you gotta be crazy in the head, man. You gotta be not normal. You gotta be abnormal. You gotta be out there. You have to be obsessed, man. I just finished reading the Obsessed book, "Be Obsessed, Not Average" by Grant Cardone. That book just flipped my mind, man. That book just flipped my mind. A really awesome book. I know a lot of people hate him, don't like him, but look where he's at. That's the only thing I gotta say. Look where he's at. I don't hate him. I read that book and I can read it again and again and again and get a lot of things and write them down and apply it to me, because that's what I did. I read it. I didn't wrote anything down. Just telling you, I didn't wrote anything down. I should have, but I'm gonna read it again and I'm gonna write some stuff down that I didn't wrote. But everything that I read, man, there's a lot of things already I have here that are obsessed. You gotta be obsessed about a lot of things, even though a lot of people are gonna hate you because you're obsessed with this, you're obsessed with that. That you're never gonna make somebody happy, man. You're never gonna make nobody happy. But remember this: whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to push out there, it doesn't really matter what it is. Go out there, risk it, jump on it, go for it, man. Walk on water. I mean, now we can. I know. I'm just saying it. Walk on water. Go out there and walk on water. Because if you keep it on your mind and you keep it of what if and what if and what if and what if, and you go to sleep at night saying these things all over, you already know that years pass so fast and they're gonna leave you behind. You don't want that. You don't want nothing to leave you behind. And again, it doesn't really matter what age you start or what time you start, but just start. And remember, you're not alone. People are here to help you. People are here to back you up. People are here to push you out, but don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you once again. I'm gonna leave you with a video, with a kids video, and I'm done. Your boy, man, your boy, the real Jesus Ortiz from the Push Power to Power show, is out. Much love. You have a grateful, restful night.
So, Tylen, you ready to be lit today?
Yeah, it's finna get turned. No.
I just want to know where the wings are. Yeah.
Let's get it.
I'm taking all of it off though.
It's the N-O-A-H, and you can find me in the H where the candy paint shine and the vibe is so great. We the youth and we speaking up, united with faith. Mom and dad told me protect my name and carry weight, and we all that. Check it, it's all facts. G's laughing, little Jesse, that's all racks. Yeah, the stock's raising the higher ratings, and we hot on fire like we Cajun. By the way, 3 wings is my favorite flavor. Can't stop, won't stop. Diddy about the paper, fresh cut lineup with a little taper. Better hold your girl's hand, 'cause I might just take her. Throw that ain't chop up, come on. Throw that ain't chop up, let me see you. Throw that ain't chop up, everybody. Throw that ain't chop up, come on. Throw that ain't chop up, let me see you. Throw that ain't chop up, everybody. Throw that ain't chop up, come on. Throw that ain't chop up.
Home of the Astros, Rockets, Texans, and Dynamos. You can catch a slab or 2 parked by the summer go. We don't keep it true around here, just to let you know. Texas culture, you know how the South roll. Yeah, I keep it trusted with the long hair. G-style, you can help it if you stop or stare. We got a lockdown on A-Sound everywhere. Tylen, Carmelo, saying hello to you, world. We do this for the boys and girls. A new wave, the G-boys take center stage. I'm proud too, with real lyrics to guide you. And other rappers clean up on our too.
Throw that ain't chop up, come on.